Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Nelly, and today we are going to be doing a demonstration on how to do a fast Brazilian wax. This is for people who want to master doing the Brazilian waxes faster, as far as 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes. So these are bigger strips. A lot of companies, they don't like fast waxing. But if you are trying to get more clientele in a day, this will be the best way on how to do a fast Brazilian wax. And so the first two steps I am going to be teaching is basically on how to hold the waxing stick. So you have the 45 angle and the pointer angle. These are two angles that you are going to be using on the Brazilian wax area. And I'm going to try to give y'all as much detail as I can. But if you guys want me to really go in depth, go ahead and take my class. Take my class, okay? All right. And so this is the stick that you are supposed to be using. Don't use none of those smaller sticks. You're wasting your time. But yeah, we have the 45 angle. The 45 angle is more of the top area of the Brazilian and like the inner thigh. And then the pointer angle is more for like when you do the labia strips. So that is very important that you guys know there's just the importance of that. 45 angle, you can even use this like on legs. You could do it on arms. A lot of the big areas of your body, you can use the 45 angle. The pointer angle, you can use it on, they say underarm and the labia. Sometimes I do the other way for the underarm. And then this right here is, I'm just demonstrating on how to do the 45 angle, basically on just how to hold the stick. It does look kind of weird because it is on flat paper and it feels weird when you're waxing on paper. But that is just exactly how you're supposed to be. Every time you are doing a wax strip, you are supposed to go ahead and make that lip that's at the bottom, so that way that it's easier to lift up your strips. If you are not making that lip, how are you going to lift the waxing strip up? You get what I'm saying? And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the pointer angle that I am going to be doing as far as like the labia strip. And some people do it for, like I said, some people do it for the underarm. I don't really do it for the underarm that much, but you know, when people teach you, when like jobs teach you, or like when school teach you, no, I think when jobs teach you, they teach you that pointer angle. And then also another thing to remember is when you are waxing, you are supposed to always apply pressure. If your stick is bending while you are doing a wax, that is good. Say if it accidentally breaks, that is good because you are applying that pressure. Mind you, hard wax only sticks to the hair. It doesn't stick to the skin or anything like that. So just remember that. But this is pretty much just how you do like the pointer angle on the labia. It'll make sense once you do like the labia area. It'll make sense on why you do it like that. So okay, y'all, so the very next part is my drawing. I know my drawing is a 55 overall, but it is okay. Yep, so this is the drawing that I drew. Let me just go ahead and explain just in case if you are confused about the picture. Those are the thighs right there that I was pointing to. And as you guys see in the corner, I put the legs. So those are the thighs. Those area right there is the inner thigh. And that other side is the inner thigh. And that right there, I know in this drawing, I made it the top part smaller than it was supposed to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that once I do, you know, you guys will see in the other clip that it's going to be bigger, so that way that I'm able to explain that better. I just drew a belly button on that side right there. That's the butt. And you got the inside of the labia and the outer side of the labia. That red part is like, y'all know, like, you know, the hole. So yeah. So when you're waxing, you just want to make sure like you keep on turning the stick so that way it won't drop or anything like that. You see how it's not dropping at all as I keep on turning it? That is a good consistency of the wax, how it should be. If it's too hot, it will start dropping by probably right now, and it does get tiring of keep on turning in the wax if you're waiting for too long. But as you guys see, I am about to go ahead and put that first strip on the inner thigh of it. Of course, the wax is going to be like bigger than what I have on the stick, because this is going to be a big strip once you do like the inner thigh of the Brazilian. So you're going to go ahead and roll it and then go down. And so a lot of times when you are doing the wax, you will go down, but you move outwards to inwards of her legs. So outside of her legs to inwards. And so as you guys see, I also made that lip on how you should lift it up. A lot of times on the inner thigh, the hair is going down. So you go whatever direction that the hair is going. So since the hair is going down, you move the wax downwards with it and you lift it up the opposite way. Okay? And don't forget, under the line is her top area. Like I said, I forgot to make it bigger. And in this next clip, I did mess up a little bit because I'm going for the top area. As far as like when I landed that inner thigh strip, which you can land a strip on the top area. There is nothing wrong with that. But also in the next very clip, I am going to do, I'm going to put the strip on the other side of the other side of her inner thigh. So if you want to lay 3, that is perfectly fine. We usually lay 2, because once you put on 2, you have to put on the other one just to go a little bit faster. But if you want to put the top one just in case, that is fine too. And so as you guys are about to see, I'm about to go ahead and make sure I put on that other side of her inner thigh. And then just ignore my hands at this moment. And then, like I also said, remember y'all, it is outer to in. I know I did inner to outer, but it's outer to in. So you want to move, when you're doing the strip for the inner thigh, you want to make sure that you're moving closer to the labia. So as you guys see, I have my 2 inner thigh strips. And then what you would do is you're going to go ahead and try to lift it up. But you also want to make sure that you are holding the skin. So where my hand is, you want to hold the skin. And you just want to lift up. All right. And like I said, you just want to hold the skin and put your hand right there and apply pressure. Like you want to put your hand right there so that way the stinging can stop. So once you go ahead and lift those 2 inner thigh strips up, you have the top area left that you haven't pulled up yet. So while you still have that one, you want to go ahead and lay another strip. All right, y'all. So since we still have that top area, next thing we are going to do is the outer lip and the inside of the lip. Some people do the outer like just by one, like the outer, and then the next strip they'll do like the inside. But no, if you're trying to do waxing, you are including the clitoris, the outer lip, and the inner lip. And this is going to be like a pretty big strip. And then for this one, you want to make sure that you are definitely applying pressure and you are using that pencil method the way that you're doing the stick. So like I said, you include the labia, the outer, and the inner. And like I said previously, you want to make sure that you are holding the skin taut. Pull it and then put your hand on it as soon as you pull it so it can stop the stinging. Next thing we have left, we already pulled the top strip off, and now you have that labia strip. So now you just want to make sure that you're making your other strip. Okay, so as far as like the labia strip goes, this is the most important strip that you do not want to mess up on. This is the most painful part of the whole Brazilian. So, mind you, we have the clitoris inside and the outer side of the labia. So you definitely don't want to mess this one up. This one is, you have to go ahead and hold the skin taut. So put your finger like this. Go ahead and put it on the skin. It'll probably be like kind of on the butt area, because mind you, I have the whole lip. And then you want to go ahead and lift it up a little bit. So once I go ahead and I lift it up a little bit, move that finger closer up to exactly on the lip and just lift it up. Lift it all the way up. And so this is so important. Without holding the skin taut on this part, it is going to hurt the client so bad. You do not want to make a mistake and forget to make sure that you have your finger right there. So then, of course, after you lift it up, you want to go ahead and apply pressure with your hands, because it's going to sting. Yeah, it's going to sting. So just apply that pressure and hold the skin taut, y'all. That is so important. And so in this clip, I went ahead and just made my my strip already. So once you had lift the other one up, you go ahead and do the other side of the labia, including the clitoris, the outer and the inner side of the lip. And I know it's covering the whole, but like, make sure y'all don't do that. This one is just for like paper purposes. And then on top of that, waxing, it doesn't stick to the skin, so just remember that. But you definitely just don't want to make sure that you have it nowhere near the hole or anything like that. Like, that's, no, it's going to be hurting. So okay, y'all, so we have this one labia strip left, and just remember that we have her top area like semi clean. Okay, y'all, so the next part is doing the cleanup strip. The way how to do like the cleanup strip is basically going in the opposite way. I see some people go the same exact way. Like, if, say for example, if you was to go, if you went down the first time, and then say for the cleanup strip, there's only like a couple hairs left. Like say like 3 hairs or something like that. It is okay to just go down just because there's only a little bit hair. If there's like kind of like a lot of hair, you definitely just want to go ahead and make sure that you're doing it the opposite way. So you won't be going down. You'll actually be going up to make that cleanup strip. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that for you guys. Don't forget to go ahead and do your finger like that. Lift it up a little bit, and then put your finger closer to like where the strip is or where it's about to pull up at. And then you just lift it up all the way. So just remember to hold the skin taut and apply pressure on that lip. And there you go. That's a good strip. Okay, so guys, remember that we still have like a little bit of the top area left. And we're going to go ahead and just make a random cleanup strip for that. So the way how I did it in the video is just imagining if there is hair like on the top, and then including like a little bit of the clitoris area. That's what this strip is based on. A lot of times I don't even do it like this. Like I said, a lot of times that cleanup strip will get most of the clitoris area up, and then for like anything for the top area, you can go the same exact way if you want to, depending on I guess how much hair it is, or where the hair is going, or if you just need to pluck it out or things like that. Sometimes you could just make just random strips on just how to pick those up if you don't want to tweeze, or if the client don't want you to tweeze or anything like that. Okay, and so now we are about to get the cleanup strip up. So basically, the same rules still apply. You just want to make sure that you are holding the skin taut when you're trying to lift it up. So you're kind of holding between like the upper of her area and kind of the lip on, like holding it taut. And then you just, like I said, you just pull it from that top and then like just pull it down type. And usually for cleanup strips, they don't hurt as much, not as much as the first strip. So the client would be still good. And then for this part, you guys could just make like little small strips. Like say if it's like maybe one piece of hair or two pieces of hair, you could just go ahead and just make those little extra ones with the extra wax that is left on the stick. And then you can go ahead, once you had lift those two strips up, you can just pick those other strips up, or the little strips up, with the big strip. And I hope that makes sense. And the last thing to do is you would just use your oil to oil the client up. And just to let you guys know, if you guys are new to the channel, I do have a waxing video on how I wax the client. More videos coming up, but this is pretty much how you do it. I pretty much did everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, just make sure you comment down below. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe.